ॐ ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ओम गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरु साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। ओम सच्चिदानंदरूपाय विश्वोत्पत्त्यादिहेतवे तापत्रय विनाशाय श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नुमः। जन्माद्यस्य यतोऽन्वयादितरतश्च अर्थेष्वभिघ्नस्वराट् तेने ब्रह्महृदाय आदिकवये मुह्यन्ति यत्सूरयः तेजो वारिमृदां यथा विनिमयो यत्र त्रिसर्गो मृषा धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि सत्यं परं धीमहि। ॐ नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ योऽन्तः प्रविश्य मम वाचमिमां प्रसुप्तां सञ्जीवयत्यखिलशक्तिधरस्वधाम्ना अन्यांश्च हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणान् नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यं। समस्त देवताभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो नमः। श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराण आचार्येभ्यो नमः। परब्रह्मणे महाविष्णवे ब्रह्मणे सनकादिमुनिभ्यो नारदाय वेदव्यासाय शुकब्रह्मर्षये सूतमहामुनये शौनकादिऋषिभ्यो अत्र्यादिऋषिभ्यो प्रह्लादादिभक्तजनेभ्यो आदित्यादिनवग्रहदेवताभ्यो मत्स्यादि अवतारेभ्यो नमः। श्रीदक्षिणामूर्ति दत्तात्रेय हयग्रीवागस्त्यादि ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो नमः। ओम श्री दुर्गा लक्ष्मी सरस्वती स्वरूपिणी श्री आदिपराशक्ति मात्रे नमः। श्री आद्य शंकराचार्य वर्यादि गुरुभ्यो नमः। माता पितृदेवताभ्यो नमः। अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। ओम श्री कृष्ण परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराणम् एकादश स्कन्धः मुक्तिर्हित्वान्यथा रूपमा स्वरूपेण व्यवस्थितिः। अथ अष्टादशोऽध्यायः। Let us chant from 34. आहारार्थं समीहेत युक्तं तत् प्राणधारणं तत्त्वं विमृश्यते तेन तद्विज्ञाय विमुच्यते। यदृच्छयोपपन्नान्नम् अद्यात् श्रेष्ठमुतापरं तथा वासस्तथा शय्यां प्राप्तं प्राप्तं भजेन्मुनिः। शौचमाचमनं स्नानं न तु चोदनयाचरेत् अन्यांश्च नियमान् ज्ञानी यथाहं लीलयेश्वरः। न हि तस्य विकल्पाख्या या च मद्वीक्षया हता आदेहान्तात् क्वचित् ख्यातिः ततः सम्पद्यते मया। दुःखोदर्केषु कामेषु जातनिर्वेद आत्मवान् अजिज्ञासितमद्धर्मः गुरुं मुनिम् उपाव्रजेत। तावत् परिचरेत् भक्तः श्रद्धावान् अनसूयकः यावत् ब्रह्म विजानीयात् मामेव गुरुमाद्रुतः। यस्त्वसंयत षड्वर्गः प्रचण्डेन्द्रियसारथिः ज्ञानवैराग्यरहितः त्रिदण्डमुपजीवति। सुरान् आत्मानमात्मस्थं निहृते मां च धर्मः अविपक्वकषायोऽस्मात् अमुष्मात् च विहीयते। भिक्षोर्धर्मः शमो अहिंसा तप ईक्षावनौकसः गृहिणो भूतरक्षेज्या द्विजस्याचार्यसेवनं। ब्रह्मचर्यं तपः शौचं सन्तोषो भूतसौहृदं गृहस्थस्याप्युतौ गन्तुः सर्वेषां मदुपासनम् इति मां यः स्वधर्मेण भजन् नित्यमनन्यभाक् सर्वभूतेषु मद्भावः मद्भक्तिं विन्दते दृढाम् भक्त्योद्धवानपायिन्या सर्वलोकमहेश्वरं सर्वोत्पत्त्यप्ययं ब्रह्म कारणं मोपयाति सः इति स्वधर्मनिर्णिक्त सत्त्वो निर्ज्ञातमद्गतिः ज्ञानविज्ञानसम्पन्नः न चिरात् समुपैति मां वर्णाश्रमवतां धर्मः येष आचारलक्षणः स एव मद्भक्तियुतः निःश्रेयसकरः परः एतत्ते विहितं साधो भवान् पृच्छति यच्च मां यथा स्वधर्मसंयुक्तः भक्तो मां समियात् परम् इति श्रीमद्भागवते महापुराणे पारमहंस्यां संहितायाम् एकादशस्कन्धे अष्टादशोऽध्यायः। ओम शांति शांति शांतिः। ओम श्री कृष्ण शरणं मम, श्री भागवत शरणं मम, श्री सद्गुरु शरणं मम, श्री सूत शरणं मम, श्री शुकदेव शरणं मम, श्री व्यास शरणं मम, श्री नारद शरणं मम, श्री कुमार शरणं मम, श्री ब्रह्म शरणं मम, श्री विष्णु शरणं मम, श्री परब्रह्म शरणं मम, श्री कृष्ण शरणं मम, शरणं मम, शरणं मम। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे, श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे, हरे मुरारे, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। ओम मूकं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लंघयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम्। ओम कृष्णप्रियं सकलकल्मषनाशनं च मुक्त्येकहेतुमिह भक्तिविलासकारी सन्तः कथानकमिदं पिबतादरेण लोके हि तीर्थपरिशीलनसेवया किम्। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ श्रीकृष्णपरब्रह्मणे नमः। ॐ श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराणम् एकादशस्कन्धः मुक्तिर्हित्वान्यथा रूपम् स्वरूपेण व्यवस्थितिः। अथ अष्टादशोऽध्यायः। श्रीभगवानुवाच। Having saluting the Lord, entire Gurus, and also welcome you all, wonderful people. Why now, with so many listenings of the Shastra Satsangas, these 6-7 things should be very clear to us regarding what the entire life has to be lived. One is Satsanga Shravana. That alone keeps us on the track. Second is, depending on our own age and our responsibility outside, we keep on doing our dharma. Third one is, as much as possible, focusing our mind with devotion on the Saguna Lord, whomever we have selected. Fourth one is what? Once we gain mastery over that, then we start meditating, contemplating on the Lord who is Nirguna Parabrahma. If these two things are not happening, then we engage ourselves in variety of sadhanas like that of japa, puja, bhajana, kirtana to achieve sufficient amount of ekagrata, sufficient amount of the shuddhi of antakarana. This is how the 5-6 things in which we have to continuously spend our time. Ultimate is establishing in Aham Brahmasmi Anubhava. A step before it is total Sharanagati to the Ishvara, Saguna, whom we have accepted, agreed. Before that is trying to do that through the Satsanga Adi. Along with Satsanga Adi is the Javatapa Puja. Along with that is the Nirvahana of the Dharma duties. That's how, if you want to take it as a nutshell from this particular portion, it is just so direct, simple. Ki in your brahmacharya samaya, go to Guru and understand your ultimate laksha, Paramatma, as well as your varna vritti in the brahmacharya ashrama. Then enter into grahastha ashrama and living that varna vritti, get your livelihood sufficiently required. And do all these dharmic seva, serving society and all, doing a regular functions, family related functions, kaho, all that, even those festivals that come, yes up. Third state, the vanaprastha age when comes, minimizing all demands, desires, dependencies. Focus on gaining the distracted mind's concentration. Beyond that only in the vanaprastha. निद्रा कम से कम, भोग कम से कम, लोगों से मिलना कम से कम, इन्वॉल्विंग इन द अनकॉल्ड फॉर थिंग्स कम से कम. If you have your bank balance in today's world, if you are employed and or you have sufficient money because your pensions, whatever are there, you are lucky. If not, your children take care of you, you are lucky. Both of them are not there. There are some places where by doing some seva, they give bhojanam and live with bhojanam that you get there, and whatever seva that is required in that ashram wherever you are, to do it without feeling any shyness. But there in that vanaprastha samaya, more and more purifying, withdrawing, quietening, seeing to it that both the attachments which were there in the grahastha ashrama kala, as well as the disappointments which were received, experienced, failures, miseries, forgetting them. Attachments also rise above, and also this one. That should go up to the age of 60, 62. From then onwards, purely Paramatma Chintanam, Paramatma Smaranam, Paramatma Samarpanam. Slowly, by doing that, our perception, from in our perception, we should rise above the world as well as our individuality. In our perception, more and more divinity alone should be there. Perception means not through indriyas, in our vision, in the understanding. Like you're seated anywhere. The mind should only ponder on the truth. Establish on truth, ponder on the truth, or study the mantra which talks about the truth. Or at the most, in your own Bhagavan Nama Gungunate Rena. This is how that age toward the end one has to live, by which he is getting detached from this world and also his individuality, and purifying himself by detachment, and by dissolving his individuality he is becoming nearer to the absolute. And one may achieve the thing in one life. If not, whatever is possible is done, but that is a fulfillment of life. The attempt to do that itself is fulfillment. And one most important thing, especially for the sadhakas as well as vanaparastis and sannyasis, nirantara shravana satsanga. And sometimes satsanga is also durlabha. You have to go to the ashram and all. Now, thanks to technology and all, this satsanga is available the place wherever we are staying. And such a greatest opportunity in the modern world, not only the satsanga is available to you at your own home, but the thing is so funny, you can choose your own teacher, guru. You can choose your own text, and you can choose your own timing also. Is it not? Every guru satsangas are available online. Every text satsanga is available online, and you at your own convenience Whether it morning 4 o'clock or 8 o'clock, 10 or 12, कब चाहिए तब आप सुन सकते. And this satsanga, which is the beginning, which is the middle, and which is the end, to introduce into sadhana, to push us in sadhana, to confirm that our sadhana is concluded, that satsanga you are regularly attending. So feel within that self-respect, the self-honor. When you feel that self-respect and self-honor, two things will happen. One, even though that problems or obstructions come to pull us down, we will not come down. Because that self-respect, self-honor, we want to maintain. First thing. Second is one, yes, I am listening. What is next? That genuine thought from within comes. Should I be satisfied only by listening? Or should I embark in really deeply starting to do the practices? That thought will come. Now, once these three happen, regular satsang is going on. With that self honor and self respect, I'm not going into the other lower earlier world of worldliness. And then always pondering on what is to be done to make this theory practical. When these three are there in life, life is complete. As I'm saying, it's only a question of time. As these are being conducted continuously, the required purity is coming, required stability is coming, required convictions are happening. And even when you're starting your japa, little of dhyana, already Bhagavad Kripa started to happen on us. Then, when it is consistently done, all the layers of confusion, delusion, illusion, they keep on going away. To our fortune, we are inspired from Rama with his Yuddha with Ravanadi. We are given the highest support of Mandukya as to how to use the logic, even to reject the even creation also. And in Bhagavata Mukti Skandha, Lord, like to a child, a mother, He is feeding us with such a beautiful knowledge, especially in the 11th Skandha, almost from last 150 days for us. 5 minutes. What Lord can do more than this? No. And what you are doing is also, we are doing also very good at this level. But what's next? What's next? Keep focusing on that. And what am I doing? Am I doing it deeply, intensely? Am I doing in the best way? Am I getting the maximum benefit out of it in terms of my evolution? On this, if you have the ability to focus, then we are a little more matured sadhakas doing our sadhana for its productivity. Other than that, you are tired, take a little rest. You are hungry, have your food, keep smiling. Is it? And anybody comes to you, just talk to them lovingly. You are invited somewhere, occasionally, very important. Hai. The program where your blessings and prayers will help them go. Other things respectfully reject, where our time is wasted, pakka. So in this way, while living, feel that we are living in a best. This is what Shastrokta Jivanam. रिमेंबर दैट आल्सो. शास्त्र ने ऐसा जीने को कहा, इसलिए जीने को कहा. हम कर रहे हैं, आप जो करना है कर रहे हैं, जो होगा होने देंगे. You know, the anxiety for sadhana, as much it is important in the beginning, the stabilization in the sadhana little later is also important. More important than being stable in sadhana is knowing that now I am stabilized in sadhana, let me continue it. I need not be tensed up. That relaxation is ultimate. In the relaxation, there's no fear that I'll fall down. In the relaxation, there's no excitement and anxiety that I must get the result immediately. Why should immediately? How can you decide also? Even that tension is not there. Relax, that's it. And in this entire life, nothing happened. Not even you could get the mind's concentration for 10 minutes. But did you try or not? Yeah. Even then, when you try, that is enough. Leave it to thought. We need not know or worry where he will take us, what opportunity he gives, in what way he evolves. There comes the need of another beautiful thing called as Sharanagati. In that Sharanagati, only one thought which I like so much. Even I was never a sadhaka, that time also Bhagavan was taking care of me. I didn't know even that he was taking care. Now when I am doing sadhana, keeping him as lakshya, he'll take care of me. That's sadhana. He will put me, he will take me to the right guru, he will make me to the right study, right sadhana, which is going on now. This itself is perfect. If we continue what is to be done now perfectly, we are in the hands of the Lord, in the protecting, benign shelter of the Lord. He will take us to next. हो जाएगा. And what do you mean by evolving and next? Almost every day we are saying it is a clear conviction within ourselves that I am the subtlest being, not the grossest thing. The grossest thing is the Deha, the subtlest being is the Atma. I am the Atma Vastu, not the Deha Adi. Between Deha and Atma, there is a Jiva, even that I am not. I am that self which is all pervading. This is what is the ultimate thing to be understood intellectually, that is intellectual evolution, experienced on the seat of meditation, that is ultimate evolution. And all that is woven around, all that is managed only when we are regular in our satsanga, in our shastra adhyanam, you are doing it. And you and I, because we are in such a terrible world of, so many distractions, how much ever we may have time, chance to do the study independently, yet you must come to the class regularly. Okay? Acharyavan Purusho Veda. Nahi Shastrajnapi Shastra Swatantrena Parabrahmanveshanam Kuryatu. In this chapter also, the next 3-4 slokas, that is what is being taught. Yeah, this introduction of 10-15 minutes is very crucial for our life. Listen it once, twice, thrice, a clarity will come. Knowing is not important. Clearly knowing it. Clearly knowing is not important. Firmly convinced about it. Conviction alone can take to the next step of doing it. Without conviction, doing will not happen. Let us help ourselves. So, in this 18th chapter of the 11th Skandha, Mukti Skandha, Bhagavan Krishna is telling us the Vanaprastha and Yati Dharma, Sannyasa Dharma. Sannyasa Dharma is equal to the one who want to establish in the Sadvastu Paramatma. If he traditionally takes the Sannyasa Diksha, total Sannyasa Yati. Not taking, but you want to do sadhana, for him also these are applied. In the Vanaprastha ho gaya, sannyas ho gaya, almost in the last few 10-15 slokas we have come to. In yesterday's talk, the recent one, he said ki aladvana nishideta kale kale asanatvati. Whenever the livelihood food has not come or not got available in any of the day or any of the occasion, don't enter into vichara. When you got your own choice regularly, wonderful one, don't become the harshayit, na harshayit. Na gadva, na harshayit. Dhurtiman. In both cases, have the formless. And what should be the basis of both the things? Ubhayam daiva yantrita. Both are daiva yantrita. Is Bhagavan who is managing my own prarabdha. And sometimes even my prarabdha is good because I surrender to the God to test me, teach me. He may not give food. Even if my prarabdha is very bad, because you are a bhakta and you have to do sadhana, Lord even may provide the food. If that concept of the Lord with his kripa is not there, only prarabdha is there, then it will be a never-ending phenomenon. Krupa bhihe Bhagavan. That's why Daiva Yantritam should be taken at lower level as prarabdha. Daiva Yantritam at higher level is taken as Ishwaranugraha. Ishwara Sarvabhutana Hruddeshe Arjuna Trishtati Brahmayan Sarvabhutani Yantrarudhani Maya. So it is inner, but outside also Bhagavan is observing all sadhakas. All jivas in general, but all sadhakas in particular. To that particular sadhakas. That's what the meaning of yoga kshemam vahamyam. That he says, I'll bring the yoga kshema to you. No, I'll bring yoga kshema to you according to your prarabdha. That is not Bhagavan said there. I'll bring. Why that is not according to prarabdha? Because not necessary. Then you already are engaged in doing my upasana. That is enough for me to get you the Yogakshema. You need not have your earlier prarabdha, not necessarily. It's called daily wages. You are involved in the Lord is bringing Yogakshema to you. It's not a monthly salary that you work for 30 days, how many hours worked, calculate करके दे दिया. ऐसा नहीं. In that shloka, that should give us support. What? Daiva yantritam meaning. And yesterday we elaborately dealt on that, build upon that, to say in both cases we have to remember God, because God is the goal. The goal called as God becomes a real goal only when we think like this, that when there is no food one day or good food another day, in both cases we are remembering the Lord. In both cases, remember the Lord with devotion only. Not that good food you got that day you thank the Lord. Another day did not get. Remember the Lord what Guru says. कि तुम क्यों नहीं दिए मुझे खाना? ऐसा नहीं. In both cases, it is your grace. It is your choice. No, this is such a perfect activity to be done. It plays a trick. What is the trick it plays? This type of attitude. I thought that I am a ahankari, and my capacities, then my choices, my ego, this entire thing is samsara. Whether you understand it today or after 10,000 lives, this is what main thing. That goes away when you say Vayam Daivayantritam. What is the biggest problem which we are discussing last 2-3 days is we, instead of considering ourselves a part of the total, supposed to do our dharma and do our sadhana for evolution. Other than this dharma and sadhaka, the third aspect we bring into ourselves about ourselves when we are living in the world. That is, I am a VIP. I am important. These all are my special abilities, capacities. Therefore, I can do, then I must get. And that must get is according to my choice. This is samsara. One way of living life is like going to the hotel, taking the menu card and ordering. Second way is going to the marriage and whatever they serve, eat. There is no ordering. First one is samsara, where you think that you can order and you can get the thing. That is ego. Second is sadhana, where I enter the world, I get what I deserve and all. I am not a special ego. That goes away when you say Daivayantritam. Then one thing is, I'm no more struggling or fighting with the happenings around that they have not happened according to my choice, etc. Second, because of the remembrance of the Lord, not only the ego getting diluted, but it is while diluting, getting proximity, nearness to the divinity. Same happens with the Guru. When you are with the Guru that way, all Guru's Kripa only when we consider and his guidance only we listen, our ego slowly gets tuned so much to the Guru. In the beginning stage, gross level, slowly subtle level, finally the ultimate sublime level, that his meditation is anugraha, his teachings immediately give such an effect of experience in us. With the Guru also, if we maintain our own aham, 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 then you will continue your own samsara without even a little change, even if you stay with Guru for 5 decades. This we have to recognize. Very crucial. Else, those 5 decades of stay with Guru and continuing as samsari, that insult happens. That is unproductive, no? You observe it, like nowadays, we are regular to class, but it should help us more and more. How it helps us? When we both abide to the Guru teaching, Guru is Krishna only. Not use our selfishness or our own idea, both for Vyavahara and also for this. Do you know, if you believe in Guru and God, your entire Vyavahara, your doctor, your medication, your legal problem, your health, एक चुटकी भर के moment में he can dissolve it. But do we have that faith? That we say 1 hour I'll come to a class of God, remaining time I'll have to manage everything. You say. You don't remember that Yogakshema Mahamya. This point is what here, not told to be compromising with the duty. Point told is intensify the Sharanagati. When you're doing intensification of Sharanagati, you will obviously see what I said a minute back. The things start getting managed. Like this 1 hour. 1 hour you are in Sharanagati, so 1 hour your otherwise life is maintained. Is it not? Otherwise life maintained means what? In this 1 hour, instead of you, other people are doing everything. You are free. 1 घंटा शरणागत हो गए तो 1 घंटा मुक्त हो गए. बाकी सब ऑब्लिगेशन से not bound, no? Outside obligation liberated, inside demands also liberated. This is the sample we should catch from it. That was the thing yesterday. No, that's why I said every sadhana indicated as so many details, so many depths to be analyzed, understood depending on our time and capacity and need. Now the next sloka we saw very yesterday. Important. We spent 20 minutes for that. Aharartham samihita. You must procure your livelihood. Yati sannyas ko bhi keh rahe. How yuktam tato? Because that is inevitable, that is an intelligent way of living life. Why? With that only prana dharanam. With food, prana dharana happens. Prana dharana is very essential. Therefore, that food which is essential for prana dharana, which prana dharana is essential, that food which is essential for prana dharana, procuring that food also is yuktam, essential. So, procuring food, eating the food, sustaining life. These three are yukta. Yukta means compulsory. Zaruri hai wo. Next comes, why the prana dharana? Next line says, tattvam vimrushate tena. Again, only purpose of this jivanam, prana dharana is tattva chintanam, tattva vimarshanam. Telugu vimarsha means criticizing. Sanskrit vimarsha means vicharana. Marshate means contemplate. Which vimarshate means continuously. Tattva vimarsha is must. For that you have to be alive. For that food is required. Go and get the food. Both. Going and getting the food and eating the food. The thought of food should not be there in the mind. You have taken, finished, now come back to your main job of Tattva Vimarshate, Tattva Vimarshana. Why should I do, sir, Tattva Vimarshana? Tena Tat Vignaya. Only through the Tattva Vimarshanam, Tat you will come to know. Tat Vignaya means you have to add all the next two words also. Tat Tvam Asi. This total Mahavakya ka Vijnana aapko ho jayega. Tad Vignaya. You know, like in Guru Stotram, Tatpadam Darshitamena, Tatpadam Darshitamena, Tatpadam Darshitamena, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Tat is Brahma. Om Tat Saditi, Brahmana Trividha Smataha. You all that Tat means Brahma, you know. So Tat Vignaya, having known yourself to be that Brahma, all permeating for a Brahma, not this limited Jiva Udesha Kala Vastu Ityadi. What happens to you when Tat Brahma Vijnana opens? Vimuchyate. From this limited identity of Jiva Bhava, identify with the Deha, they were only this long I will live. And in the Deha, these rogas are there. And because of these friends and relatives, and they don't listen to me, they don't respect me. This Deha Sambandha Samsara, the Mano Sambandha Samsara, the Ahankara Sambandha Samsara, Vimuchyate. From all those tensions, you are free. मांगने की बार भी टेंशन नहीं लेगा उसके बाद. In short, from the finitude we get liberated. From the conditionings, we liberated. From the karana karya, we get liberated. We enter into karya karana rahita, condition rahita, sarva vyapaka brahma anubhuti. That's the mukti. See how spashta are these slokas. Bhagavan Krishna is teaching Krishna Vande Jagat Guru. क्यों कहते हैं उनको? अब आया कि नहीं बताया? This sloka, as we said, to be at least the sloka you may not remember, theme we must know. I must eat food. Here, taking food includes the medicine when not well. Taking food and medicine includes wearing very good warm clothing when it is too cold in summer, in winter. नहीं तो मर जाओगे, साधना कैसा होगा? Taking care even in the summer according to requirement. See that live healthily, comfortably. And that comfortable, healthy life, living every day, every moment, utilize for Tattva Chintana. Tattva Chintana only purpose is Tat Vijnaya. experiencing that infinite self. That leads to vimuchyate. No more you are bound by the bandhana of Janma Marana, and in between Janma and Marana, all moment to moment struggles. Any number of struggles, any number of jivas do from birth to death, the purpose behind all of them is only one, to become infinite. That you already became because Tattva Chintan ke dwara. Therefore, all bandhana of doing something to become infinite also is ended. Because you have become infinite, because you have got the तत्विज्ञाय हो गए कि नहीं, तो स्ट्रगल खत्म हो जाएगा. इट्स लाइक ए वन हु रीचेस डेस्टिनेशन, ही नीड नॉट रन विथ स्वेटिंग एंड पैंटिंग. लेकिन जो जॉगिंग करके घर आ रहा है, घर भी आकर और जॉगिंग नहीं करेगा. अब हो गया, पहुंच गया, घर आने के लिए जॉगिंग कर रहा था, पहुंच गया तो फिर जॉगिंग नहीं करेगा कोई. दैट इज द रीचिंग ऑफ डेस्टिनेशन ऑफ ब्रह्म और तत्व विज्ञाय. देन विमुच्यते. See, he is freed from limitations. Therefore, he is freed from the desires to become limitless. He is freed from all the struggles to fulfill his desire of becoming limitless. Because he discovered that Brahma has his own self, which is already limitless and infinite. This is happening. This happens with Tattva Vimarshana. Tattva Vimarsha steps are go to the Guru and all. That will come in the next few slokas. So this shloka is so comprehensive and complete. Keep. अच्छा खाओ, जियो, तत्व चिंतन करो, आत्म ब्रह्मा को जानो, मुक्त हो जाओ. Remember it. Such a crystal clear package of spirituality. Okay? Now we also saw, in continuation of this, one more adjustment. Yadruchaya upapannannam adyat shreshtamuta avaram तथा वासस तथा शय्याम प्राप्तम प्राप्तम भजेत मुनिः. So yadruchaya upapanna annam adhyatu. Yadruchaya is your own prarabdha. Somebody has served it and gave you, Ishvara has sent. Whatever the anna comes, adhyat. And anna is only always of two times. Shreshtam uta aparam. Opposite of the shreshta. The best food and not at all best food, either of them can come. In that bestness and non-bestness, everything comes. Best in quantity, best in the taste, best in the variety. Is it not? Best in your own, anything, whatever. Shreshta means Shreshta quantity mein mila, Shreshta taste mein mila, Shreshta variety mila, फिर freshness mila. In all that, it is best. Shreshta means. Aparam means exactly opposite of this. Quantity not sufficient, quality not at all good, varieties ये कोई कुछ अचार वगैरह कुछ ऐसा ही चीज दिया है एंड फ्रेश भी नहीं है, परसों का है. So श्रेष्ठम अपरम कहकर any combination of it. But sometimes taste is good but quantity is not sufficient. Sometimes very much quantity is given but उसको बनाना नहीं आया उनको. Quantity is good, taste is good, but varieties are not there sometimes. All of them are there, but कल का था fresh नहीं था. अभी तो fresh है लेकिन sufficient नहीं है. So all these things should go away. That's what Shreshtam Uta Param, whatever it may be, Yadruchya Upannannam Adhyatu. Adhyat means you have to svikarot. Take it. Shreshtam Uta Aparam. It should be a practice to be done right at home level, at home, your own house, from today only. Sometime when the people are more at home, one chapati you may get less, or दाल में भी थोड़ा कम हो जाएगा, या मटका कोई थोड़ा ज़्यादा पानी मिल जाएगा उसमें. Obviously, when people are more, it happens in the rich people's houses also. Suddenly you called everybody, everybody came that day. आपने सोचा 60 को बुलाया 40 आएंगे, 30 को बनाए तो 40 खा सकते, 60 को बुलाया तो 65 आ गए और 5 को लेकर. And everybody ate and you are left with very less. At home we must try. Is it not? That day wife is not so well, so she couldn't make one thing extra. ठीक है. She said, "या एक दिन कम नहीं, आज एक बना नहीं पाई हूँ. Why doesn't matter? This is there enough." God. That's how we have to train ourselves in grahastha ashrama. what you can train yourself is more greater sadhana than in vanaprastha and sannyasa. Do you know why? In vanaprastha and sannyasa, you struggle only with yourself. In grahastha ashrama, you have to struggle with yourself, your needs, your conditionings, demands, desires, and also the other person, wife or husband, and if added children. That is a more tapasvi than vanaprastha and sannyasi is grahastha. But there are some benefits for grahastha that people are there ready to help and take care. ये सन्यासी को कौन मानता है? Some famous sannyasis are taken care by the disabled. The lakhs of sannyasis अकेले अनाथ की तरह अपनी साधना करते रहते हैं. They have the Lord as one to take care. That is the strength they live on. But like these facilities grahastha has, they don't have. Grahastha has so many other friends, ladies. सब ख्याल रखेंगे. सन्यासी कौन? How many of you have gone and searched and looked for any sannyasi who has got some disease? Did you inquire which sannyasi got corona? सपने में भी नहीं आएगा आपको thought. That is the worst life of those sannyasi. What's in sense from the external standpoint? Have you ever inquired even once in last 2 years corona is going on? कितने साधु संतों को ये हुआ कैसा है? बट अब अपने बंधु मित्रों को जो लाखों लोगों के नाम आ रहे हैं टीवी में उनको तो हम जानते हैं फिर इंक्वायर करते नहीं है ऑल फेमस पीपल ऑफ फिल्म एक्टर पॉलिटिशियन इसका सबका जिक्र होता रहता है बट देयर थाउजेंड दे आल्सो आर डाइंग सो मेनी दे आर आल्सो सफरिंग दे आल्सो nobody asked them that thing is there for them. What I'm trying to say, the point is what? Not to differentiate. Wherever you are at present, you have to go to ashrama. There only you start doing sadhana of yadruchaya upanna anna madhyatu sreshtamuta aparam. Wow, beautiful. Now, once we start with the anna, that habit comes, extend it to everything else. What are the other things? Tatha vasa, tatha shayya. The vasa, the place of stay. Shayya, the place of sitting or sleeping. That वासा मीन्स आपका घर या कुर्सी या ऐसा बात है. शय्या मीन द पलंग सोफा बिस्तर वगैरह या जैसा जैसा वो भी यदृच्छया उपन्नम यू टेक इट. That also sometimes श्रेष्ठम, sometimes aparam. Is it not? It's not in like in trains when you travel. Suddenly when you travel one day in days, they give the best of fresh lot of clothes. बेडशीट वगैरह नया नया आया देते हैं. हाँ, कभी कभी पुराने मिलते हैं. आपको ऐसे घटिया ट्रेन में आपको टिकट मिलती है वहाँ का कपड़े भी ऐसे होते हैं. हाउ मेनी टाइम्स वी वेंट थ्रू दैट. So we just keep it whatever our shawl is there, we use it. So do when you go to hotels. In the north, when you go in the cold winter time to hotels to stay, they can't wash it and get it dried up and all. Therefore, वो जो देते हैं ना बेचारे जो है वो देते हैं. So you can't complain. You receive it. In that way, tatha vasa tatha shayya. In that vasa, everything included, your utensils, and other, the electrical, electronic, whatever is there required. Jaisa has. So food, stay, clothing. Vasa is clothing also, stay also. Vasa. Vasa means vasamsa jiranani. कपड़े भी हो जाते. भोजन, कपड़ा, मकान. शैया is equal to मकान, you can say. So आर के पे रोटी कपड़ा एम आर के एम ये तीनों को जैसा मिल रहा है. आइडिया क्या है? डोंट फॉरगेट इट. आइडिया इज these things demand never ends. So keep on demanding, more and more desires keep on coming up. The biggest problem with is what? You will waste your time in them only. You will never be able to withdraw our mind for the Lord. यही माया है. खा ही जाता है पूरे समय को ये चीजें. And the thing is what funny, these things कपड़ा खाना, it's not one time you take food हो गया 10 साल के लिए. ये दिन में 5 बार इसका डिमांड होता है. Anyway, you have to eat 3 times without to protect from death. In that every 3 times, if you have so many demands of quantity, variety and all, can you think anything other than the food kapada for the Lord? No, that's what the majority people are living. You are able to come to class and study because you have reduced your demand on them. Either that is the case. In other case, there are people who are supplying them to you on your order because you have done that much of punya in the earlier life. If punya is not there, people are not there to help, and we have demands for them to procure them. All our mind's attention goes for that. Where is the time for you to do sadhana? This is intelligence. One roti, two little dal, sabji enough for me to live. Living I must do use for, I should live for tattva chintana. If you are in that way, you are sadhaka. You have all the money, therefore instead of one sabji dal, you made three sabji. You have enjoyed food, but your mind and time has gone for that. You have denied your sadhana. मजबूरी से सब छोड़ना अलग बात है. सब अवेलेबल है फिर भी आई एम डिनाइंग इट बट इट्स बिकॉज इट्स कंज्यूमिंग माई अटेंशन. It is wasting away my time. You know, I get acidity, or I am diabetic, or I don't like, therefore I didn't take coffee. Is such a worldly thought, not taking coffee. But I don't take coffee because the 10 minutes of consumption of coffee I use for my meditation. This is the spiritual sacrifice. You have coffee, you have money, you have the best coffee blended is there with you. But you are valuing the 10 minutes time and that time for the sadhana, that is called Vairag. Not giving up coffee because you don't like it or all that. One roti extra eating takes those 3 minutes. I want to conserve that time for my sadhana. You understand what is therefore a sadhaka's maturity? At the highest level of maturity, all of that he gives up. Only it goes for sadhana, for survival, what is required. That much alone he eats and sleeps. He is called sannyas. In true sense of a definition. In the strictest sense of the term. Sannyasa, this is the meaning. And you can be that at home also. You are just doing your Parayanam study. The Bahu called exactly at 12:45, 1 o'clock. Mama, Mata, Mata, whatever the name she calls you. तो खाना तैयार है. पूरा परोस के बुलाओ. मैं पढ़ रही हूँ पाठ. परोस दिया. गया फटाफट 4 मिनट में खा ली. जो भी प्लेट धोना करके फिर बैक टू स्टडी. This is what is sadhaka. We should pray to God, Guru, to lift us to that level. Then only the introvertedness as the depths grow. Then only the joy of doing comes. Then the doing happens. Then the result of doing comes. First the joy of doing, then real result of the doing. What is the result of doing? You just close eyes, you have gone beyond all the grossness into the subtlest realms. Have that. I am the Shuddha Sakshi Chaitanya, in whose presence entire body with his loved up of the heart, with the blood pumping, everything happening in my presence. The mind, its thoughts are coming, going in my presence. The hamvritti also is rising and dissolving. I am that Shuddha Chaitanya. क्या एंटरटेनमेंट होगा, क्या मजा होगा इस स्थिति में. That's a pure immaculate bliss coming from the self. Pure immaculate. You should seek. For this purpose only we are told to put limits in all the indriya bhoga, mano, kamana, not to pull away all them from them and punish us. Those who don't understand it, they think that no, Shastra, Vedanta, Satsang, matlab, sab khana wana chodna padta hai. They are called as bhogi. A yogi, he is not living the things out of compulsion. He is engaged so much in yoga sadhana, all other things have already gone. You're not like you are not giving up your other entertainments during the class. Then you're coming to the class, automatically those entertainments are dropped. कोई एफर्ट नहीं है उसमें. अब इधर आ गए तो अपने आप छूट गया. Same in the mind. Take Lord's name, all other thoughts just go away. So to take the Chintana, Tattvasi Mahavakya Vichara deeply, then all the Ishvara Jiva Jagat Veda also goes away at the highest level of meditation. So sloka is simple. I can literally say the meaning and go away. I'm just telling you how, if you ponder on to every problem or misunderstanding or confusion of our life, which we making as samsara and suffering, there are solutions. In the teachings or shastras, every of the shastra, particularly this Bhagavatam, in this also 11th skandha, that also in the 18th chapter. Every chapter its own unique way. Bhagavan was guiding us. बट इस वाले में तो भक्ति है, योग है, ज्ञान है, विवेक है, वैराग्य है, सारे वर्णों के आश्रमों के धर्म बताया. दिस चैप्टर इज समथिंग डिफरेंट, समथिंग एग्जॉस्टिव. So too one chapter came few chapters back, which we did it for almost a month or so. 17, 18 days, 16 days we did one of the chapters. Clear? And let us be practical in this as much as possible, in these knowledges. So tata vasa tatha shayya. Then can you put it in one short sentence, oh Lord? Yeah. Praptam bhajet muni. प्राप्तम प्राप्तम भजे, जो मिला उनमें कंटेंट हो जाओ, and remaining time you be a muni doing your own mauna and manana sadhana. At this level the maunata of this muni is not grumbling in the mind about ये मुझे ये नहीं मिला वो नहीं मिला, कुछ नहीं. पहले डिसाइड करना मन में, मैं भोजन के लिए जा रहा हूँ, जो देंगे वो लोग, मैं उससे प्राप्तम भजेत, and enjoy whatever they give, come back. If you go for bhiksha anyway, this praptam bhajan muni, एक लाइन लिखकर you write it. It's a definition of a muni. It's a definition of a muni, a qualification of a muni, a thing a muni should do. What is that? The one who is doing the reception and enjoyment in whatever just comes without demand, he is called as muni. That's the definition of muni. Lakshana of the muni is also same. A muni is the one who is happy with whatever comes. Then sadhana, what is to be done by muni? Whatever comes just like that, with that survive yourself. And muni ka another man hai, mananam bhi karna hai. And the mananam in spirituality is only of the tattva. Already said tattva vimarshanam. So the one by doing the bhajana of the prapta means being contented with that. The one who is doing the purpose of his own life called as tattva vimarshana, he is called as muni. So become muni, not muni. इंग्लिश मुनि मतलब मन का मून के असर के कारण वेरी फ्रस्ट्रेटेड होना, इसको मुनि और मूडी. मुनि प्राप्तम प्राप्तम भजेत मुनि. So every sannyasi should live like that. Whoever lives like that is in that ultimate state of being sannyasi, so that he is qualifying for the sadvastu. हो गया? Now these things only in 5-10% we are seeing. That can be in many angles also can be seen and discussed. बस इतना complete है, काफी है. Next is another higher maturity. If this thing is not understood from the higher standpoint, then this will lead to some misunderstanding. How it leads to misunderstanding and what is the higher standpoint to understand from, both we will say. First, what is the point? Shaucham achavanam snanam natu chodanaya charetu. Literal meaning of it is what? Shaucham, achamanam, snanam ityadi. Variety of shaucha kriyas are there every day. The snanam is twice a day or thrice a day, depending on that. Achamanam, doing sandhya vandanas, bhojanam. They are all daily to be done chodanaya, because to the varnashrama the shastra has indicated. That's called chodana. No, chodanaya nacharet is said here. Means don't get conditioned even by the shastra's injunction of doing these things as compulsory. What is that? You said to do compulsorily, that's how we started. Now you say no need to do compulsorily, even though it is said by Shastra. That is the contradiction, seeming external. In the beginning stages, to bring ourselves out of the licentious life of rough and toughness, we are told, follow the Shaucha Achamana Snana as the Chodanam done by Shastra. Now you got into that and you have purified yourself. Now, at a higher level of spirituality, your attention is on the self. And these things are done to the Dehendriyadi, Shauchamarchanam, Dehika Bate. When you have qualified to become contemplate the ultimate truth, these should not be again held on to. Because this is a lower truth than the higher truth. When you have to reach to the higher truth, you should not bother about this also. That doesn't mean that you never take bath again, go back to the earlier stage of that uselessness. That's what I said. There is a chance of falling if it's not understood from the higher standpoint from where it is spoken. See the people, Sunday आ गए 2 बजे तक नहाते नहीं, the entire family, except that sheer laziness. दरिद्र, in the same bed they उठो, फिर वहीं ब्रेकफास्ट जाकर खाते रहते, टीवी देखते रहते. Wow. I was feeling sometime, यार लंका के राक्षसी लोग कैसे होते देखे तो अच्छा होता. No need. Any house you can go on Sunday up to 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock. You can have Rakshasi darshan. Both Rakshasa and Rakshas. Bhayankar it is. I'm telling from spiritual standpoint. From your own comfort standpoint, you may like it. I'm not arguing with you from that standpoint. तुम्हारी मर्जी है, करो. मैं बोल रहा हूँ, मैं स्टैंडर्डाइज फॉर्म में से. यू कांट अफोर्ड टू बी विदाउट बाथ. विद इन 5 minutes ऑफ गेटिंग अप, फर्स्ट थिंग नहाना है, फ्रेश होना है. देन ओनली द इनर एंड आउटर गॉड्स विल रिस्पॉन्ड एंड कम एंड हेल्प. We talk from this angle. If you don't agree, I can't help it. And I will not agree with you, your thing. I may okay say okay, but it's not true. What I am saying is that don't go back to the earlier thing कि शास्त्र के चोदना का अनुसार नहीं करना का मतलब क्या है? प्रचोदनम doesn't mean that earlier time, never referring to anything, never bothering about all of that. Anytime get up, anything, eat, sleep, फिर खा के नाश्ता, फिर से सो जाना. And forget about the Lord in the house and the Paradhana and the Puja. All the divinity is gone only in this present generation. Last generation तक था, अब तो गयो. Added confusion, added justifications. Why? Oh, no, we are in the hostels. No, we are in that place. We are there. How, I'm in Germany. How can I do the puja? Germany में खाना नहीं खा रहे हो क्या? You understand? That divinity of having temple in the puja room, then Divaradhana karna daily. कुछ लोग कर रहे हैं. Those who are from the traditions and who are with some master or guru, they are doing. बाकी सब they don't even put a tasvir of Bhagwan also. I'm just telling, when you rise to the higher level of meditational, one need not worry about them. And the one who is the lowest level, he will not worry whatever Shastra says. In between fellow who want to rise above his laziness to the ultimate stage, for him he must be concerned about how to live as told by Shastra. Here, Shaucham, Achamanam, Snanam are some examples. Add all the things. As I said already, early morning, getting up, getting freshened up, then first Deeparadhana, Anushtana, Puja, they're all the regular work of every Sanatana Dharma Grahastha. Then you just embark on your social duty if you are a man. Women, whatever remain domestic required. When you come evening, all of them necessarily should sit for some bhajana, kirtana, satsanga, swadhyaya. The father should every day study a text and teach the children. Father is the first guru. When the Upanayana are done, he is the first guru. We were doing that. The entire Satyartha Prakash of Dayan Saraswati, entire 11 volumes of Vivekananda's writings, Bhagavad Gita's Gita Makarana, all we used to study in front of our father. Pitaji बैठते हम पढ़ते जाते. That was the training. It's not that in ordination we learned everything. In ordination we got systematically the Guru Krupa. But the seeds were sown at home. By that wonderful, our parents who have given. I'm just giving an idea. What is the meaning of Shaucha, Achamana, Snana, Ityadi, Prachodanam of the Shastra? All that. Evening, Sad Grantha Pathanam is compulsory for the family. Then little charcha about what happened that day. Anywhere, any problem outside, inside, how to sort out, individual or collective, financial status क्या है, educational status क्या है, what marks are coming, how to improve on that, what is the next stage of study. ऐसा करके then by 9:30 retire sleep, go again start at 4 o'clock in the morning. All these are to be done at that level. But at once, now the coming next point. When we come to the Muni Sthiti of Manana Dhyana, you need not worry about these things too much. That should give it up. Karte raho, but when the higher call comes, don't be worried about it. Like a guru came to your house. Don't tell that guru, "Ab baito, main apne sandhya vandan karke." Ye बेवकूफी है वो. When guru comes, guru is Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara. What your sandhya vandan? Then my regularity will miss. That is the ego. Your regularity, like we are doing class every day. This is also an ego. This is also ego. इतना करके फिर अहंकार ही है. When the guru comes, how can you have your idea when the guru comes in the house? My anushtana, ego. When the Guru is not there, you have to do your Anushtana. The result of that is Guru came. After Guru comes, you still continue to Anushtana. You will be an egoistic Anushtana. You will not be blessed by the Guru as a Shishya. Your Anushtana may give purification, but not liberation. Liberation comes when you become Shishya and are taught by the Guru. No, there's a difference or not? You adjust your schedule if required, if possible. Like that I am saying. So early morning got up 5. Mind is so fresh, you feel like meditating. You should do meditation that time. At that time, you are a muni. नहीं 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 every day I get up at that time, go for my jogging and all. अरे jogging भाड़ में जाए वो तो your देह के लिए है. Inside the Atma is calling you, which is greater. That common sense. ध्यान करने का मौका ही कभी मिलता नहीं. विचार आता ही नहीं. Thought. One day when it comes, you do it. That doesn't mean कि you wanted to meditate and the thought of jogging came because we said you didn't go to jogging and instead of meditating you slept. वो भी नहीं करना फिर. I used to told Swamiji, today I just really got up 5. I felt like meditation, therefore I didn't go for jogging. But I could do meditation for 2 seconds. Then I slept. And that time should not sleep. Get up and go for jog. So these simple looking but very important aspects make it a mature sadhana. Make sadhaka a mature sadhaka. They are like this. In every shloka, there are tens and twenties of deeper instructions. Bhagavan is just giving and leaving it to our discretion and maturity to catch. Like this bhajan in Hindi, no? Devotion ka. Ram naam ke हीरे मोती मैं बिखरा हूँ गली गली. राम नाम के हीरे मोती मैं फेंक रही हूँ तुम लेके जाओ. So to Bhagavan Krishna in Gita and in such texts or even Upanishads, हीरे मोतियों से भरे हुए 4 पाद वाले श्लोक, they write and live. You have to search out the Hira Moti in each of the shloka. Okay, Shauchamachanam Snanam Natu Chodhanyacharet, then Anyanscha Niyaman. Even other niyamas also. As I said already, Vratas niyamas. What Vrata niyama? Only niyama meditation. That's how many people not able to shift their gears from the lower to higher. And the only way to shift is what? When you are, that is the place where the need of the Guru comes. The one who scans our sadhanas that are being done and finds at what position we are, and he is able to perfectly suggest, beta ye ho gaya tumhare life mein, ab come to the next level. Just like when you surrender to the doctor. At the high level of diabetics, you are there. He will give very high medication. Then after a week, he tells us to go. When we go, it is reduced, the sugar, etc. Then he says, beta, ek tablet ka capacity reduce karo, patient ko. No, when you are under his nigrani. And then more you strictly follow rule, he says one thing is enough for morning, evening, lena ich mat nahi. He is assessing your sugar levels and he is suggesting for you the thing. And continue this way, एक tablet तो चलने दो, but remaining food you maintain like that, you will be healthy. My medical doctor is a fit one to tell us what is next level. So in this way, Sadguru is the only one who can say, enough, you have done japa to all the gods such a life, now only hold on to one God, enough. If not, upasana of God only you'd say entire life without doing even little of contemplation or satsang. I know many people. Those so stuck up in their own puja room for hours together, they are friendly to me from 10 years, but not even one satsanga they come. Some samples I can see you now also in front. Nowadays they are little coming. Many of them say, why don't you come? Swami, I'm busy in my puja. No, I can laugh at it and I can't argue because they're not asking me if my puja is better or Shastra Satsang is better. If they ask, I tell, no, when they decide, that's the ego. That means they have little respect for Swami or anybody, but not the Guru Bhava. Therefore, they don't ask, they decide and tell. 99% आजकल गुरु को बताने वाले हैं, गुरु को पूछने वाले कोई नहीं कि क्या करूं. Then what is happening? Our sadhana is not perfectly, systematically, beautifully not Guru. We are doing. We are not dishonest. We are honest. We are sincere. But that is not enough. No, you should have the clarity also. Who will give? Only the experienced Guru gives. But we don't want to listen from him and we got stuck up. That Lord Krishna knows. That is why he gave this. He is Jagat Guru. So he thinks the people may not have their Guru. They may take me as Guru. So at least my instructions help them. Therefore, after giving all the Tattva Chintana, etc., now he says, whatever the Achar Vyavahar you are doing according to Shastra earlier, even that also you have to rise above. Anyansha Niyama. No. All other Niyamas also. When you are embarking to the higher, all Niyaman means all these अष्टमी चतुर्दशी पौर्णमासी एकादशी व्रत ये सारे जो नियम होते हैं ना अब वो बाकी लोगों के लिए है नॉट फॉर द वन हु इज डूइंग द मेडिटेशन ऑन द सेल्फ प्योरली परफेक्ट एट दैट टाइम आल्सो वॉट एवर इज फीजिबल टू हिम विदाउट मिसिंग इज आध्यात्मिक डीपर साधना टू बी डन ही शुड डू नहीं तो फिर वो लेजी हो जाएगा लाइक दीपावली कम्स. So, I am already in meditation. For me, there is no Deepavali. Meditation is Deepavali. But I can take out 10 minutes and I can do some Deepa Aradhana, do Lakshmi Ashtotaram. That at least I must. So, like it is prescribed to others to celebrate Deepavali in such an exhaustive manner, all that is not there exempted for you. But little whatever you can do, you must do. That you have to add. Bhagavan Krishna did not say it directly, but he should not say everything. No, but हम क्यों हैं? हम कृष्ण भगवान के दिल में क्या है वो बताने के लिए तो बैठे हैं ना. Therefore, little whatever is done, do it. Don't give it totally. Like Sankranti or comes. No, you have to put all the rangoli and all. But you are a meditative person. Because meditative person, you should not totally give up a thing. छोटा सा बना दो. पूरा जो 4 घंटा खाता है आपका उतना करने की जरूरत नहीं. That is the idea. Slowly, your niyamas should be only one to meditate on the truth realizing. Okay? Anyansa niyamanyani. Now, yata ham leelaya ishvaraha. Now, this is a very, very highest example if it is rightly understood. Even if it is rightly understood, there are more chances of getting misguided by it. But still, the Lord has taken the risk of saying this sentence. What he does here is, he is giving his own example. Yata aham leelaya ishvaraha. He is giving his own example and saying that to mere tara jio. And what the Lord is doing? 3 things only. One is what? He is always in Brahma Anubhava. Second is what? He is Ishvara, therefore everything is his Leela. Nothing is important for him, for his sake. Third is what? In that Leela, he is doing Dushta Shikshana, Shishta Rakshana, Dharma Rakshana. The Lord who is established in Brahma, who is in avatara form for doing Leela, a part of the Leela, or the purpose of Leela is Dushta Shikshana, Shishta Rakshana, Dharma Rakshana. Such Lord, he cannot come. Even he comes as Rama, sit doing his upasana, anushtana. उनको उनका लक्ष्य अल्टीमेट है तो भगवान तुम मनुष्य की तरह आ गए हो तो तुम भी हमारी तरह सब कुछ करो नहीं कर सकते हो because I have come for a purpose. I know my purpose. I came in human body, but I need not follow all human dharma. Except Rama avatar, fully took as human avatar and did it. But Bhagavan Krishna, din bhar subha shama, like a manushya, he lives, he cannot accomplish his purpose of avatar. Therefore, wherever it is required to guide the people, he did it. Baki time, he was in his own highest work. That's what is his example. Like I came, I am Ishvara of everything, ruler, controller. Therefore, I do things as Leela. When I do it as Leela I mean sport. Sports में एक sports होता है rules जबरदस्त बनाकर. That gives a joy but conditions also. There is another sport where to make the sport more lively, you can edit it. You can make the rules different. Is it not happening? The test matches became one days. The one days became the T20. T20 became T10. अब 100 ball cricket. हो गया कि नहीं दसो? Leela. It's called Leela, where you're not sticking to only the age-old traditions. In this way. Age-old only that. In the same way, Bhagavan says, मैं लीला में जब आता हूँ, I am not much worried about all the things. Is it not? In Lord Krishna's avatar, तो ये आपको हजारों दिखेंगे. If I tell you, you may lose devotion to Lord. इसलिए मैं सब नहीं बताता हूँ. Now, रुक्मिणी wrote a letter, मुझे किडनैप करो. अब she wrote करके थोड़ी किडनैप करते हो रे मामा पे का ख्याल रखो ना. But he did it. No, you can as a human being blame him. Lord is more modern than the modern youngster and लड़की. भागे? The literal meaning of it is दोनों भागे. If you look from the human standpoint, it is not right, no, but it is Leela. Therefore, those Leelas are only for the Lord that way. When we are highest maturity level of a sadhaka, then many dharmas, many all these things, little we can rise above. There are two things. I am not following dharma because I can't follow dharma. Three things. One is I am not following because I can't. Second is I am not following dharma because I am adharmic. Third is I am not following dharma because I have risen above it. Third thing is what is said here. Can't perform because resources are not there. And adharma because of mind is impure. But I have risen beyond that. Therefore, though I am pure, still I have resources that I will not do because I have risen above it. I am doing something higher. कोई भी नियम नहीं होता उन अल्टीमेट लेवल में सिर्फ परमात्मा में रहना ही वो नियम है दैट्स व्हाट अन्यास निमान ज्ञानी यथा हम लीला ईश्वर व्हाई इज इट सो बिकॉज भगवान सेज ओनली फॉर दैट पर्सन नो दीज आर ऑल श्लोकास एग्जैक्टली इन रिजेम्बलेंस आर मेंशन्ड इन गीता scattered in different chapter. No, I can correlate and say all of them, but then it becomes दोनों भागवत इतना है गीता भी जोड़ो तो और बढ़ेगा वो. Why? Because the answer is nahi tasya vikalpakhya yacha madvikshaya hata. Why? Because he has no vikalpa. Nahi tasya vikalpakhya. Vikalpakhya. He has no vikalpa concept in his mind anymore. Vikalpa means duality. Other thing. The one who has still the duality, the other thing, ignorance, then to protect the other from himself, to protect himself from the other, he'll have to follow some niyamas. Like when you are trained, you are having one berth or sitting, एक ही अकेले हो आप. There's no नियमा. आप बैठ हो गए, लेट हो गए, कुछ भी. अब दूसरा बंदा आ गया. Should we not control our place and give him that place? In the road traffic, आप अकेले हो कार में, जुम जुम जुम. But जब दूसरा बंदा आ रहा है, suddenly we become controlled or not. Whenever two are there, immediately the niyamas come. You have to follow. दोनों के सेफ्टी के लिए. Otherwise, you go as your way, he goes his way. Both will hit and both will die. But all along, so this vikalpa of duality is no more in that person. Why is it so? Because madvikshaya hata. With so many lives of practice, he has developed the vision of me in everything. I, one common denominator. And the one who has seen one Parama Atma in himself and everywhere, which was the ultimate goal, to him, what are the niyamas anymore required? ऑफिस से घर जाने वाले के लिए ट्रैफिक रूल्स है, जो पहुंच गए हैं उसके लिए क्या रूल है अभी? Is it not? So too, all rules are for going beyond the vikalpa and seeing ekameva advayam. That person has that vision, therefore he need not go through all other drama. That also means what? The one who has developed the vision of oneness of Lord, which is tested in not getting differentiating, even though he sees differences, he is the one who can rise above niyama and establish in Paramatma. All others must follow niyamas. Even such jnani also, to the maximum extent, he will follow the niyama only. Just to guide others, not to misguide them. That's called loka sangraha mevapi sampashyan kartumarhasi. You getting it? विकल्प नहीं है उनके मन में. That विकल्प नहीं रहना is a hundreds of lives of maturity. In every life, serving Guru, listening to Shastra, Mananam. When this is done for hundreds of life, then from the root level, the vikalpa goes away. The sign of which is what? At all levels of his life, in every place, his heart is filled with the one Paramatma permeating everywhere. That you can see in the great Mahatma saints like Gurudev. He is talking to everyone. He is scolding the committee members if he doesn't do the work properly. He is appreciating the other people who helped. He is guiding someone. He is telling the Brahmachari Swami, ये सब कर रहे हैं, But you can see, if you have the ability to look in him, that he is visualizing one Brahman only in all of them, and playing the outer game as it is required outside. In him there is no vikalpakhya, because madvikshaya hata, that vikalpa drushti. See, this is all morning Mandukya class. When the vision of Paramatma develops, Paramatma being one without second, the vision of division goes away. That is what is to be achieved. That is the purpose of all Shastra Adhenam. That is Vedanta. That is spirituality. In Vyavahara you may have, but in the vision it is one. Beautiful it is. Vikalpakya is not there because Madvikshaya Hata. Madvikshaya Hata. All. I can't tell all the examples. I don't know the audience are at what level of maturity or tuning to me or the Shastra. कोई एग्जाम्पल इतने पक्के बढ़िया होते हैं which can give a highest understanding, but same thing can lead to misunderstanding if you are not tuned. Therefore, we don't share everything and say everything. जितना आप स्वीकार कर सकते हो. For example, there are no niyama means what? When the guru comes, the disciple need not even get up. No niyama, because he is seen oneself. But that is the thing, freedom given. Guru knows it and says, बेटा तुम भी ब्रह्म ज्ञान में आ गए हो, तो मुझे आदर करने की जरूरत नहीं, we are one. Still the disciple should get up to guide the other fellows. See, if these are the ultimate truths, but can I speak like them? You will take it as permission. So हम वही तो कर रहे हैं. ऑलरेडी हम रियलाइज हो गए होंगे. जो भी आप कह रहे हो गुरु आए तो खड़े नहीं होना, वो हम कर ही रहे हैं. वो बाकी चीजें आत्मा को जानना है, लेट अस से बाद में करेंगे. आधा तो कर रहे हैं ना. A jnani will not get up when guru comes. So we are doing second half of it. We are going to get up when you come. ज्ञान फिर बाद में पाएंगे. See, understand? No niyama, anything. Guru will not tell that disciple when paripakwa, बेटा 4 बजे उठ के ध्यान करो. जरूरत नहीं है, already in ध्यान. And the other way around is what? गुरु को बताने की जरूरत नहीं, करो या ना करो. He is already in that state. सारे नियम चले आते. It's like when the patient is healthy, discharged, doctor will not be running behind him again to tell him all the niyama. फ्रैक्चर हो गया तो लॉट ऑफ नियम है. इट्स टाइड इट, शुडंट मूव इट मैडम. 4 महीने में हील हो गया, देन ही कांट बाइंड इट अगेन. फ्री नाउ, फिर से तोड़ के आओ. That is the subtlety, Lord. He says, at the self level, it is infinite. How can you condition infinite with anything, even though you call them as niyama or the prachodana of the Shastra? They are all possible for an imperfect, required for an imperfect person to become perfect. A person who has achieved the perfection of oneness, how can any niyama to him? From that standpoint, Bhagavan is talking. We have not reached there. We are in Vishada Yoga only. अपने अवकाश समझ के रहना हमेशा. This in Gita, yastvatmatreva syad atmatuptasya manavah atmanyo santu tasya karyam na vidyate, karma na vidyate nahi kaha. Duty is not there, but he performs everything more duty oriented way than the ordinary samsarics. All the sannyasis do the selfless work as more duty like than we do our duty of even livelihood. हमसे ज्यादा करते हैं. Like Gurudev's work of spiritual organization, he did it as a duty where he need not have an organization only. He's not bound by that. But he did all the duty. He took it as duty. For them, the seva of dharma is like a duty. He took it. It is imposed on himself. And he enjoyed it. That did not make him compromise with Atma Anubhava. He played a Leela. That was a Leela for him. But for us, we have to follow where do we stand. सारा समझना है, लेकिन जहां हमें वो जानकर वही करना है. In fact, with all the study of Vedanta, Brahma Sutra, even all that, our sadhana is the first Advaita Sarabhutanam. पहले यहाँ शुरू करो, कर्म योग शुरू करो. Without this, entry will not be there. Like our spiritual sadhana, always remember, is like going to the Lord's sanctum sanctorium, either in Tirupati Balaji or in Vaishno Devima or such place. वहां है भगवान का वैकुंठ द्वार अल्टीमेट दर्शन का. बट देन when you are here, every gate you have to go through, every turns and twists you have to go through, every chambers you have to go through. There are no bypasses, anything. Some people are given VIP ticket, that is, they are bypassed in other way. They have some sanction because they are BBIPs. They can't waste this time because they are more. Their time is more valuable to the country. Therefore, they are given a special purpose. That is a bypass. Already they have gone through it. That means. But you and I, मैं कुछ दिख रहा है मंदिर में सीधा घुसूंगा तो जाने नहीं देंगे वहां. आप लाइन में आ जाओ. सेम वे साधना में भी घुसना नहीं होता. If you have kama krodha durguna, you have to eliminate them. Then only you can go to the guru, listen, shravana manana. Means then only they become effective. Otherwise, such person sadhana, which will be told in this chapter, like you can't go to Vaishno Devi, then the duplicate Vaishno Devi is put in every town. और उसको देखकर मैं वैष्णो देवी को देखने का तृप्ति मुझे हो गई. You are cheating yourself. How can any temple of Vaishno Devi is as great as real Vaishno Devi? You can't do everything. No, Tirupati Balaji, there is मेरे गली में भी बालाजी मंदिर है करे तो you are devaluing that main Balaji. उसका अपना वैल्यू है व्यवहार में. Ultimately, Balaji is one in your own heart. Don't bring Vedanta here. जिसकी जहां स्थान है उसको वहीं लाना है. कंफ्यूज मत करना. Anyway, what is the example said here? What is the whole thought that is being done? What Bhagavan said, literally we explained, and to whom it is applicable, he only said, we explained that, and we should know what level we stand in. And for us, though, yahi sadhana. Is it not? Like in a hotel, खिचड़ी और दलिया और what do you say? Oh, जो चावल का पानी तुम्हारे लिए खाना है. Same hospital, same issue. Next bed fellow is given all the fruits, all the heavy dishes of paneer and all. आप उसको वो दे रहे हो. नहीं, your disease and is different. तो ज्यादा खा के डायरिया से आया, वो एक्सीडेंट होके सब छोड़ के लाया, तो इसको ठीक होने के लिए उसको ज्यादा खाना देना है, तेरे को ये मिलेगा. Depending on where you stand is treatment, sadhana. Okay. Now, this is the thing. Nahi tasya vikalpakya yacha madvikshaya hatha. He has visualized me in his knowledge and also the highest meditation. Therefore, there is no vikalpa of otherness. Therefore, he need not go through any conditioning or limitation or niyama. Remember that example of the car or travel. You are all alone, no niyama. Other person comes, niyama. In Advaita, no niyama. Because for whom you have to do niyama? Niyamana means control. Control is done when two are there. When one is there, no niyama. Having said so, second line is what? Adehantat kvachit khyatihi. Till the body falls, he has got a khyati, khayal of the deha. Then he will take care of it. With the earlier said things. Tatah sampadhyate maya. Then the deha anta ho jata hai. Then he merges in me. After that, there is no rebirth to be again following the rules, conditionings, doing sadhana. Means what? Till the body is left, some khyati is there. Khyati means khayal. Khayal means awareness of deha. In that time only, you should give the food to the body, give bath to it, take care of its health. That is required to be done. It's a duty to your body. वो भी धर्म है. आज जब छूट जाता है देहा, then you are one with the Lord. Then he will not have rebirths. He may come again. That is again if the Lord ordains him or if he chooses to serve others for spiritual help. When he comes again, he'll have to come in Deha. When he comes into Deha, it's not his prarabdha. Even in that Deha, he may suffer, but these are the sufferings he takes upon himself, the others' prarabdha. That's how his large is the heart. That's how the great yogis, Siddha Purushas, all their sufferings are the prarabdha others they take. तो ऑल दिस पॉसिबल दुनिया में सब हमको समझना है, सबको हमें एक्सेप्ट करना है. There are prarabdhas we have to only go through. That's the concept at one level. But the higher level, everyone is one. And the one who identifies that universal consciousness, he can take others on himself. There are very rare, few only yogis are there who are like millions of mothers put together who say, give your prarabdha to me. बाकी सब कहेंगे तुमको भोगना है अपना प्रारब्ध. You know, Gurudev and Mahatmas, how many bhakta shishyas prarabdha they took on? And not every useless fellows again, not in every occasion. Only when that fellow is convincingly, confirmedly known that he is a pakka sadhaka or pure-hearted fellow. That he should be given a comfort and a push for sadhana, unka wo log lete. Not of every bhogi, any nastika, कोई भी जाकर कहे, he learned it, you suffer that. But the real sadhakas, real bhaktas, they do. They say. And there are some great yogis. Interesting. There are two variety of yogis are there. You know, one is such a, when we give all our dukkha to them, they take it but they don't influence them. Because to go through dukkha, they have to have deha mana buddhi. They don't have it, therefore it doesn't touch. Little higher people are there who yogis I am talking. Brahmagnaniyon mein bhi Mahayogiyon ki sankhya mein bata raha hu. They take all of these negative energies, they make it positive and send it and spread it into the world. It's like cow dung made into the cow dung cakes becoming like a fuel. You know, all the कचरे को भी recycle करके आजकल energy बना रहे कि नहीं? There are some Mahayogis who do it. And they are given a task of evolving some section of jivas. So that's how they conduct. They're all higher level goes on. अब सब आपको क्यों बताएं? आप अपने गुरु को पकड़ो, शास्त्र पढ़ो, साधना करो, फंसो मत कहीं. हंसो हंसाओ, न फंसो न फंसाओ. गाँव चलते बढ़ो. That is not the topic at all touched here. Here तो आदि अंतात क्वचित क्या आदि तथा संपद्यते मया. हो गया. This topic is over. Now another topic comes. He has got viveka, he got gave the word vairagya हो गया. लेकिन he has not got the theoretical knowledge also of the Atma Jnana and Brahma Jnana. Then how can he do meditation also? No. Then what is the rule for him? For that particular sannyasi, the things are told. They are for sannyas. They are all yati sannyasi dharma, and also for the one who just want to rise above this and reach something substantial. See, this world is not real or substantial. This is half of the qualification. But what is greater, what is highest? Is there something or not? One must know and pursue that. That's the second half of the perfection. Earlier shlokas are told for the ones who have understood the second half also. That's how you do the meditation on the tattva are told. Those who have got vairagya of the world from the world but don't know about the truth and how to understand it, for them is the next 5-6 slokas or 3-4 dedicated, in which Bhagavan Krishna tells them that you now go to the Guru. सन्यासी भी गुरु, गुरुकुल में जाकर पढ़ कर जो सन्यासी बना उसका हमने अभी तक देखा. सन्यासी बना बट कुछ जानता नहीं है. Now he is sent to the Guru now. Gurukul. Here it is comes दुःखोदर्केषु कामेषु जात निर्वेद आत्मवान अजिज्ञासितमद्धर्मः गुरुं मुनिम् उपाव्रजेत. The one who has detached from all the desires and the worldliness, then ajignasitamati means the one who has not yet understood about me, Guru Muni Upavrajat, he must go to the Guru and get instructed by him. That's how these next few slokas beautifully they talk. And tomorrow mostly, if possible, we'll try to complete this chapter. है तो थोड़ा ही श्लोक, but एक श्लोक बहुत तगड़ा वाला है, heavy dosed वाला. So we have to unfold it. That's what we are trying. Thank you. Om. आज यहाँ रोक देते हैं, फिर अंग्रेजी क्लास का भी काम हो गया, हिंदी क्लास का भी लोग वेट कर रहे हैं. ओम पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. ओम शांति शांति शांति. हरि ओम. श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः. कृष्णचंद्र भगवान की जय. भागवत महापुराण की जय. सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय.